Hello guys, Peter Mbiria here. Now this is my trusted W201 that you normally know, and this is my setup. Okay, this is the morning start, and as always there is of course water vapor right there. Right now it's at what? At stoichiometric 14.7 parts of air against 1 part of fuel. Okay, so now today I just wanted to show you guys some of the work behind the scenes with my oscilloscope. Just need to see some data. Just want to see the signal going to the tachometer. So the tachometer I'm referring to, and it's drizzling here, is this gauge here. Okay, it just tells the engine RPM, and it requires a 12 volts square wave signal. Okay, so that might sound foreign to many people. So I have my probe here. I'll turn on my oscilloscope. Okay, then I need to connect this probe first to ground. So anywhere that has a ground, like there, it's grounded. And then with my tip, there's a signal coming from the ECU going in here and then going to the tachometer. So if I connect it here, you can see the square wave signal that I'm talking about. Let me stretch the signal further. You can see the square signal, then further. No, that's the square wave signal. Alright, and down there you can see the frequency, or rather the number of times the signal is generated. So you just need to do the 26 Hertz times 60 to get the RPM, right? And you can see how the signal looks like. It's a perfect square wave. And at the bottom, as the square wave is exiting, you can see it's not really dropping sharp, simply because there's a capacitor that prevents the sharp drop. That's why you see it gradually drops a bit at the bottom. Okay, so yes, these are the kind of tools that we use when you're just measuring some of the signals here and there. At least we have a proper signal. We can as well measure the pulse width, okay, so that now we can get to see the pulse of the column plug. You can check the pulse for the injectors, and it's the perfect tool. Multimeter cannot handle the things an oscilloscope will do, so we've got to have tools. So at Voltarent, we don't take it lightly. We've got to know what we share, right? For an engine to run like this, and for this one has covered over 50,000 kilometers since we did the conversion, the system or the Voltarent ECU has to be very reliable and has to work as expected. It's not a guesswork, it's actual research that has been done correctly. And for it to yield such results, it means the ECU electronically was designed pretty well. So yes, we don't take it for granted. At Voltarent, we really cherish our work, right? And for that, we have to have the tools to make it happen. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Share with your friends as you enjoy some of the work that happens behind the scenes.